Hey everyone, it's Kenji, and we're going to make some Japanese egg salad sandos. So these are the kind of egg salad sandwiches you get at the Konbini, the convenience stores in Japan. All right, so I'm going to start. I've got about like an inch of water in here. I'm just going to bring that to a boil. So the convenience stores in Japan, start for me. Okay. Convenience stores in Japan are very, very prolific. It's like, I can't even think of the equivalent in the US, but like when you're in Tokyo, there is either a Lawson's, a Family Mart, or 7-Eleven like every 2 blocks. And they do things differently, but they all have sort of some staples there. And one of them is pre-made sandwiches. And they're always made on shokupan, so this like soft, white Japanese bread. And then they come with various fillings. But the egg salad sandwiches that they make there are extremely smooth and fluffy, and also very simple. You know, there's not many flavors. Like the only flavorings that we're going to be using today are Kewpie mayo, mustard, sugar, and salt. And that's it, you know, so the rest is just the flavor of the eggs. But it gets this really nice light texture, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. But we're going to start with boiling the eggs. So our water's not quite at a boil, but I think it's close enough. So not a ton of water in there, just like an inch or so, you know. I'm going to gently drop the eggs down into there. The eggs do not have to be covered, but the key here is that you do want to lower the eggs into a pot that's already hot in order to be able to peel them a little bit more cleanly. And if you've like followed my stuff for years, you know, I've tested this more than I've tested anything else, I think. So I'm confident when I say that if you lower your eggs into water that's already hot, they're going to peel much more easily after they're boiled. Okay, so for these, we're going to leave them in there for about, I'd say 9.5, 10 minutes, all right? And then we'll come back when that's done. So I'll see you in, it's been 10 minutes, 9.5, because we started that timer a little late. So we're going to take these eggs out. You know, you just want to make sure that there's enough water that it doesn't all boil away before the end. And if it does, you can always add a little bit more. That's not going to hurt it. But we're going to get the eggs out of there. Give them a little shake. And then get them into this ice bath here. Okay. So, you know, in all the testing I've done, they've also, people will also tell you that putting them into an ice bath will actually help them peel better. It's not really true. What does help is if the eggs are cold, but it doesn't really matter how they get cold. You can put them in an ice bath and that's going to make them just easier to peel a little sooner. You can put them in cold water, or you can just let them sit. Like sometimes if I'm doing like a dozen boiled eggs, I will boil them all and then I'll just put them back in the carton and let them sit and kind of cool like that, just so I don't have to think about it. But the ice bath does make them easier to peel sooner, and that's what we're going to do. So cold running water, I like to kind of crack them all over and then start from the fat end from where the air bubble is. And if we did a good job, it should all peel very, very easily, like that. See? Nice and easy. All right, and if you can also do a little like smack and roll thing, and that'll get it all softened up for peeling. Ooh, that was a very satisfying pull. All right. That's going to be our special egg. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to get rid of these shells because we're going to need this strainer back. And by the way, this is enough for like one sandwich, okay? So it's going to be a pretty big old egg sandwich. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, let's keep the nicest one and set it aside. Then we're going to take one whole egg. We're going to take one egg yolk from here. One egg yolk from here. Okay, we're also going to set this egg white aside. And finally, we're going to take the yolk from here. And this is sort of the exact texture we're looking for in the yolk, by the way, kind of fully set. Maybe a little bit translucent in the center, but still fully set, but not so cooked that it's turning like really chalky or green. Okay, now I'm going to take my spatula, and what we're going to do is just mash. Okay, and so we're gonna push the egg through the strainer. If you have like a ricer or a food mill with like a really fine die on it, you could do it on there also. But this method is relatively easy. If you're at a fancy restaurant and you've got like a really large tammy, you can obviously do it with that, but if you've got a very large tammy, you know how to use it already, I think. All right, so we're gonna try and push everything through here. You know, the difference between doing this and like, say, whisking it with a whisk is that, well, a whisk is not gonna get it this fine. You could put it in like a food processor or a blender, but then it ends up kind of more dense, you know? So the idea here is that just the same way that like a mashed potato ends up much sort of lighter and silkier when you pass it through a ricer as opposed to mashing it with a masher or putting it into, you know, God forbid, a food processor, or even like a stand mixer, it's just going to end up a lot sort of nicer and lighter in texture, which is what we're looking for. Okay, so that's what we're looking at now. And so then I'm going to take one of these egg whites, I guess 2 egg white halves, and just kind of chop them up. All right, and that's going to go in there. And so those are going to be our kind of like chunky bits of egg. So a much higher ratio of like creamy egg to chunky egg than in sort of a more typical, you know, I think American style egg salad. All right, and then finally we're going to do mayo. Oh, so these are both bottles of Kewpie mayo. This is the American one and this is the Japanese one. And like, look at the difference in color there. I don't know what they did. They don't taste quite the same. The Japanese one just has I guess a kind of richer flavor, but we're gonna use centripetal or centrifugal force, which is the one.
You're the scientist.
One of them is like the imaginary force that like the thing that you feel when you're inside a car that pushes you to the window when you're taking a turn. And then the other one I think is the opposing force. I don't know.
I'm not the one that went to MIT.
All right. All right. So we're going to do a good amount of mayo in there. We're going to do a small amount of mustard. Dijon. And then we're going to do a little bit of this salt and MSG mix. And finally, just a little bit of sugar. All right, I'm going to fold that up and I'll taste it and then I'll re-season it sort of as needed. But the goal here is to like, you know, we're looking for something that's kind of creamy and fluffy. All right, let me taste how that is now. Just a touch more salt. All right, now we're ready to make our sandwich. So, you know, the simplest Konbini egg sandwiches are just the egg filling. I'm gonna add a layer of like a boiled egg. Oops, there goes the sugar. I'm gonna add a layer of boiled egg into the middle of the sandwich also just because I like how it looks and I like how it tastes. Okay, so shokupan. Egg salad, egg slices. You notice I'm not going like super close to the edges on here, and that's because these sandwiches always have their edges cut off. A little more egg salad. All right. And and also because of that. All right, are we ready for a reveal? Cut it open and see what it looks like on the inside. That looks good to me. I don't know which one it most resembles. What was the like chunkiest one?
I can't remember. There was one of them though.
Yeah.
Just say each one and then we'll edit it in.
This one tastes the most like
7-Eleven.
to me. All right. That's good. I like egg salad sandwiches that you kind of have to eat like an ice cream cone, you know, like alternating bites and licks. In fact, can you think of any foods where you have to alternate bites and licks that isn't great?
I can't think of any
Like
other
popsicles,
foods.
ice cream sandwiches, or like a real drippy grilled cheese, or like, you know, foods that you eat a bite and as you're eating it, like stuff drips onto your plate and then you have to eat that drip.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, this is a Japanese convenience store, Japanese Konbini-Style egg salad sandwich with a fluffy egg filling and very simple flavors, all made on shokupan. It's a real simple thing to do, and they're good. I mean, if you've had Japanese convenience store egg salad sandwiches, you know what they're about. All right, guys, gals, non-binary pals. See you later. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Head over to KenjiLópez-Alt.com. There you can find links to join my Patreon. There's various tiers with different perks, but that's where you're going to find all of my printed recipes. Most of them are for free. You'll also get access to special perks like new product releases, early access to things, live streams, AMAs. At KenjiLópez-Alt.com, you'll also find my shop where you'll find all of my books. You can get them signed and personalized, shipped anywhere in the world, as well as my products and product collaborations. You'll also find live event listings there. I do live events sometimes, and I'd love to see you come by. All right, see you later.